Another could be the neighborhood language. If the mother tongue is not regional, it's not the neighborhood language, then third language also the child learns. If we give exposure to English, child also picks up the words from English. So in this way, he picks up few words of language without understanding the grammar. So in this, it is a golden period of language development. Another major intellectual development is they start learning concept formation. Concept means now they are able to identify the things on the basis of shape, size, color, texture. They try to understand the different kind of fruit. They can also identify different kind of flowers. In this way, there can be several different concepts: size, shape, texture, big, small, large. Every concept now child is able to understand and able to recognize. This is small, this is big. All red are not apple. Huh? There are different flowers. There are different things. So in this way, they learn this. So major development, intellectual development of the pre-operational stage is concept formation and language development. Now he can understand 1, 2, 3, 4, they are all different numbers. Now they will realize 1 is lower, 10 is higher. When the simple things A, B, C, D alphabets, color, shape, these are the major learning of second stage, pre-operational stage, age 1 to 6. Third important stage, which is called as concrete operational stage. Now this concrete operational stage, which is from the age 6 to 9 years. Now just visualize. The children 6 to 9 means it is standard 1 to, like just say, standard 4 or 5. So it depends upon this children's thing. So they will be learning language, but they will now start learning from rules, laws, principles, disciplines. So in a way, they will start learning new things. Science they will learn. They will learn environmental sciences. They will learn mathematics for basic operations, addition, summation, multiplication, division. Now, little bit of grammar, A, N, small little things, but they will start learning about all these things. Basic principles also they learn here, and that's why they understand. So concrete, that's the word. That now the individual learns through rules, laws, concretizing the thoughts. So these are all concrete operational stage, and they learn number of things at this stage. And 10 onwards. That is 10 plus, we can say. That's the final stage. We are also in 10th stage only. That is formal operation stage. It is always say 9 plus, 10 plus. See, one thing always keep in mind that whenever in psychology such kind of age range is given, this age range is not absolute. Some of us are early maturers, some of us are late maturers. So something you may learn at the age of 7, other may learn at 6 or 8 also. So it is not absolute. And that's why this is in the range. So all this 0 to 1, 1 to 6, 6 to 9 or 10 plus, these are all absolutes. These are not absolute, this is in the range. So this is the final stage where 10 plus onwards, throughout our life, we are learning a lot. And in this learning, what is that we learn? Abstract thinking, logical thinking, reasoning, creativity. And now we are going for a higher analyzing, synthesizing, problem solving, decision making. So lots of things we are learning, all applications, the basic things we have learned now. Now taking a help of that and moving ahead. You have learned arithmetics, now you can go for algebra, you can go for geometry. You have learned basic sciences, from now the discipline widens up. And this is a way, as move forward, we start using something we have learned in the previous stage. So this is a theory which is called as a stage-wise theory, because reasonable development of learning has to take place at every stage, and then only you are able to move to the upper stage. So unless and until your visual pursuit, or the other day we have talked about their hearing pursuit is not developed, their object permanence is not developed, means memory is not getting retained, then the later on stage is difficult. But once this is developed, we are now heading into our higher level. So when we are moving into different stages, we keep adding our learning, we keep modifying to our learnings, and that way we proceed further into our things. So this is very important, and we move on with stage-wise learning. What is the uniqueness in the stage-wise learning? Now that is very important. How are we unique? If we are all learning in the similar way, then how are we learning differently? It is basic process of adaptation. See, in that we have said that we have got primitive learning. Now primitive learning of everyone can be very different. And when we keep finding the familiarity between all these things, it is very differently we learn. Because if our base is little different, we all try to see the things on the basis of the base what we had. So naturally, the later process of assimilation and accommodation and equilibrations, they are all different. And that's why for the process of adaptation, the appropriate environment what we receives, that is grooming, and the potential of individuals are very different. Now, intellectual potentials also we get it from our genetic things. So this theory have basic genetic contribution, hereditary contribution. Environment is equally important. That environment is also playing an important role, because at that point of time they need to have a particular set of grooming up, nurturing kind of those potentials. See, I have a potential, but I didn't get the environment of that grooming up or exploring those potentials. That although I have a potential, I have not learned it. Many a times you don't have a potential, you have excellent environment, but still because you don't have that potential, it doesn't come. So in this way, we are all unique. What is common? With age, when we are moving ahead, and if little bit of environment we are given with our heredity inputs, we all have by default learning up to all the stages. So if minimum environment also we get it, we move further into the stage-wise development. So this is a very important theory, helps us to understand that how the stage-wise intellectual development is taking place, and we are intellectually grooming ourselves. Any question in this? Any question you want to ask? Shall I move on to the next? Okay, one thing I will like to make here. See, all of you are coming so late. My presentation also get disturbs when I keep admitting you. And my teaching also interrupts. So kindly, at least in my class, before 11:45, join. Otherwise, every second I am distracted with someone waiting in the lobby. And I keep admitting to them. Really, it disturbs me. Kindly take care from the next class. Okay. Now we are moving into very important theory. How our personality is developing. We are using this concept of personality. Person X has good personality, person Y has poor personality. Is ending explaining after adolescent what? While Erikson theory is explaining right from the birth to death, the entire process, how our personality, psychosocial traits that develops, they are explaining. So when we learn development, we take Erikson theory. And when we want to understand the clinical diagnosis of any mental illness, then we take help of Freudian theory. Because every theory has its own intention or a focus to explain. So Erikson is a follower of Freud, talking about personality theory, but it is talking about how it develops. So to understand the concept of development, Erikson theory, we take it. Erikson theory is bipolar. Bipolar means there can be two ends of it. Either this or this or this. So whenever it is two characteristics of extreme nature and within which a development is taking place. Psychoanalytical means analysis of psychological process. So it's a psychoanalytic theory also. Now this theory also have basic heredity contribution plus environmental. Environment is dominating and time is also important in this stage because your age is also very important place. Every age is important for us for developing our personality. So first age, that is again 0 to 1, that is right from conception to age 1. It's called infancy, where we develop basic trust versus mistrust. Now basic trust means if you ask yourself, do you trust yourself? Do you trust others around you? And to the great extent we get yes. But there are many individuals who are always in self-doubt. They don't even trust people around so easily. So the one who trusts and having self-doubt or you don't trust easily, these are all range within the basic trust. And there are one who never trust. So these are the way basic trust, because basic trust is so important in our life. So if you don't have trust in me, you will not listen to this lecture. If I don't have trust in you as a student, that student is there with the intention of learning. If I don't have a trust, I'll never be able to teach. So basic trust we all have. But there may be a chance of thing. But how this basic trust develops? Just again, imagine children from 0 age to 1 year of age, very young infants. Just try to visualize them and you will see most of the time they are on bed, lying down position. Mostly they are dependent for food, dependent for the basic sanitization. Every movement also they need to do it. So a mother can understand the cry of a child that it is for uncomfortness, or the child is hungry, so child is crying, or is it something else? So in intellectual development, we said it is a sensory motor. So here also through sensory, just see, try to link up the theories. Sensory stage, they get that they are uncomfortable. And immediately the caretaker take care, feed them, or if their nappies are to change, they change that. They are in the comfortable, warm place kept. So if the caretaker takes, then he has trust on the surroundings. So contribution of caretaker is immense in this for developing the basic trust. If the child is left to himself for 4 hours, 5 hours with feed, no feed, the nappies are not changed regularly, he is in the moist place, or he is not been taken care of, he is always crying, then he will not trust the surroundings. After certain thing, if the insecurity is there, I'm not hopeful. If something is there, so we are all in different shades of hope. But this is getting resolved in life as a hope. And just see, without hope, we cannot survive. So such an important thing gets developed at very first phase of our life. And that's why taking care of a child is so important. The next stage, 2 to 3. Again, the stage is called infancy. Visualize again the children. You will try to see that these children are the one who have started using their hands. By this time, child started walking, able to speak. So now autonomy is developing. But at this stage only, the parents suddenly realize we have to discipline the child. And that's why we start imposing on them do's and don'ts. So if too much is there and we don't allow the child to do the way child wants to do it, it will go to the negative side, that is shame and doubt. So it will develop shame and doubt. It is in the range. 1, positive autonomy, the negative shame and doubt. So when an individual, and if you have seen these children very closely, you would have even realized that if you ask the child anything, they have got their own ideas. If they have got 5 red clothes, again when you are trying, and if you are taking their decision whether which color cloth you want, and if they like red, again they'll pick up the same only. Because they have got likes, dislikes, they have got their own autonomy. What they like, they only eat. They don't, most of the time, don't even listen to them also. So in this way, they are trying to see their thing. And if the autonomy is not given, as I said, फिर माँ बाप बोलते हैं ना शर्मीला है बच्चा, कोई आता है तो बाकी तो वो सब कर लेता है. Now this is what we are trying to see, and ultimately this resolves in life as will to live. This is life, will to live. So will is very important. You might have heard also people saying that there are many individuals who are living the life on the basis of their will to live. Fine. So that is very important. Now these are the last people I am admitting because it is 12:15 and people keep coming in. It's really disturbing. Yes, we were talking about 2 to 3 age. Now we are going to the next stage, and that is 3 to 6. Yes, please.
Ma'am, so can we say that in the age group of 2 to 3 years, children they start developing stubbornness?
Stubbornness means, yes, it could be, because it is the age when they want to do of their own choice. Autonomy is there. And if we don't allow them to do that, one or two things you may stop the person doing. But if you keep having very stringent do's and don'ts, then yes, they will become rebel. Because at this point of time, what happens? These children, when they're not allowed to, then they will start doing what I need to do. That is the shame and doubt comes. And we human beings are working on the principle of pleasure. Something what I like, I do it. Something what give me pleasure, I do it. So if I'm not allowed to do it, what I think? I am tied up. I'm not happy. The situation is not comfortable. So I need to come out of it. So how will I come out of it? Showing anger, showing rebel, showing stubbornness. So these are the way I show my my agony. I show my dislikes, that what you are doing I don't like. So yes, it is possible that children may show stubbornness, and this develops at this stage. So as a parent, they need to understand, let the child show something, you can modify once they do it, because your understanding of something good or not, it is not yet developed. At a later stage, you may be able to correct them, where we have got a good amount of language, we have got good amount of their understanding, because you have already learned about Piaget theory, that at which stage they are moving into. 2 to 3 is the next stage, pre-operational stage. Language is getting developed, but that get developed up to the 6 years of age. So next 3 to 6 early childhood when we'll go. So towards 6 years of age, language is good communication. At that time you can help a student to change, the child to change the behavior. So that is a very right good question, that yes, if we don't allow.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, if wait, no.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. Ma'am, if something, then
Boliye.
it comes in shame or autonomy. Hello.
I'm able to listen to you.
Ma'am, is there something harmful to children? Then it comes to shame or autonomy.
Yeah, because later on development this will come as a hurdle, no? So at a
Then it
particular
comes in
age.
autonomy, ma'am, or shame.
Yes, I didn't get you.
Hello, ma'am. I'm audible to you.
Yes, I am audible. Only the last statement I could not understand what you were speaking.
Ma'am, I'm saying if something is harmful for children, okay,
Yes.
then it is comes in shame or autonomy.
What is negative is harmful. What is negative here?
Mm.
See, just I'll give you one more example. See, today all of you are adults, ranging between 22 to 25, 26 minimum, or some of them of little higher age also. How many of you have a trait still maintained of autonomy, initiation? Anytime when you are asked to do something, how many of you willingly volunteer yourself? Just rate it. This you can or you could not, because there is some development has taken place during 2 to 3 years of age, 3 to 6 years of age, and because of that, today what you are, and that's why it is always said, what we are today is the reflection of our past. Something what has happened yesterday's or yesteryears, now that is getting reflected on us today. Whether you are autonomous, whether you are initiator, whether you have picked up the trait of leadership, or you are still a timid person, or still you are shy person? Are you able to place yourself among the strangers or not? These are all reflections coming from there. Overnight,
Okay.
nothing happens. We develop our traits on the basis of the environment what we got at a particular age. And Erikson says very, very empathetically that if an individual do not receive conducive environment at every stage, then it is likely that that particular development has not taken place qualitatively. Later on, suppose at this age of yours, you realize that I am not initiative, don't have a leadership quality, I need to develop. Yes, there are certain inputs, you can take it and you prepare yourself for the leadership traits, but the qualitative traits, what you could have learned or what you could have got it at that age as a natural developing traits, that you will not get it at this age. You will develop leadership quality, and especially when the crisis comes, that natural trait of leadership and the earned trait of leadership will qualitatively work very differently. Of course, even if we don't go up to that level, as a student, as a teacher, what we need to understand here is that at every age, the kind of environment we provide to our student is, or our children, is very important, and they are learners. So this is very important to know it. Okay, if any other question?
Ma'am,
I'm
I
not
have one
moving
question.
further because I have stopped sharing the screen, because very honestly, I'm extremely getting disturbed by admitting students on and off. And next
Ma'am,
class after 11:45, I will not admit anyone, because such kind of disturbance, it is very disturbing me, because my thought process is getting interrupted, which I don't like it. So now we can have question answers. Still we have got 7 minutes to go. So any question if you have from first point of growth and development we have learned, and to this, you can ask me question.
Ma'am, I have two questions.
Yeah, please.
First is that yesterday you thought that if you want to go to अगर हमें 2 बजे जाना है तो बच्चे को पता चल जाएगा कि आज कुछ गलत हो रहा है. तो उसमें मुझे ये पूछना था कि अगर मम्मी क्लेवर हो तो?
हाँ, मम्मी क्लेवर होगी तो क्या करेगी?
मतलब ऐसा कुछ एनवायरनमेंट नहीं बनाएंगी, नॉर्मल ही रहने देंगी.
हाँ, अगर आपने नॉर्मली रहने दिया तो बच्चे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, वो रोज जैसे सोता है वैसे भी सो जाएगा.
और आज का दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये है आज में कि अगर आपने इंट्रोवर्ट की अगर बात करें तो टिल 12th इफ गर्ल्स आर इन द गर्ल्स स्कूल और बॉयज आर इन द बॉयज स्कूल, सब इंट्रोवर्ट होते हैं. व्हेन दे कम टू
ये
कॉलेज,
किसने बताया? ये किसने बताया कि सब इंट्रोवर्ट होते हैं?
सब नहीं मतलब मैं मोस्ट ऑफ, मतलब मेरा ग्रुप अगर मैं देखने जाऊं, we didn't used to talk with anyone, we didn't used to give answers, I
So
didn't
it
used to
was
get
by
questions.
choice. हाँ मरियम, एक बात सुनो, ये आप अपने चॉइस से नहीं बोल रहे थे कि आपको बोलना नहीं आता था?
डर लगता था.
हाँ, तो वो डर किस बात का था?
That I don't know, but asking a question was मतलब biggest thing that how would I ask और कैसे बोलूंगी अगर मैं मतलब गलत हो गई,
तो
ये चीज
आज
होती
कैसे
है.
बोला आपने?
हाँ तो मैं वही बोल रही हूँ मैम, 12th तक कोई क्वेश्चंस नहीं पूछते थे. आफ्टर 12th when we come to college, when we come to hostel, we started asking question. मतलब हॉस्टल अगर मैं देखे जाए तो मतलब अक्सर लोग, मतलब मेरे जितने भी रूममेट्स थे, सब क्वेश्चन पूछने अराइज करने स्टार्ट हो गए. मतलब बिफोर दिस थिंग वी डिडंट यूज टू आस्क व्हाई दिस अकर.
तो अभी आप खुद ही इसका जवाब ढूंढिए, क्यों ऐसा हुआ? और ये क्लासरूम कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आप बता रहे हैं कि आप प्रश्न पूछ सकते थे या नहीं पूछ सकते थे. अभी स्कूल जिसमें से आप आए हैं वहां का एनवायरनमेंट कैसा था? वहां अलाउ करते थे प्रश्न पूछना या नहीं अलाउ करते थे?
अलाउ करते थे, सब अलाउ करते थे, बट वहां पे हमें पुशअप नहीं मिला। जब हम कॉलेज में
हाँ,
आते हैं हमें पुशअप
एक
मिलता
एक
है।
मिनट, आपने बताया पुशअप नहीं मिला, उसका मतलब आप क्या बोल रहे हो?
कि किसी ने फोर्स नहीं किया कि पूछो या ऐसा कुछ।
हाँ, इसलिए आपने उस टाइम पर इस चीज की जरूरत नहीं समझी, और जब आप नहीं जवाब दे रहे थे या आपको नहीं जवाब देने दिया जा रहा था तो क्या आपको बुरा लगता था?
मैम बुरा या अच्छा तब कुछ पता ही नहीं चलता था, ऐसे ही चुपचाप लास्ट बेंच पे बैठे रहते थे।
हाँ, यहाँ है ना, बहुत सारी चीजों को भी हमें ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा। ये लीनियर हम नहीं बोल सकते, ये हुआ इसलिए ये हुआ, ये हुआ तो ये नहीं हुआ। पर जैसे आपने बताया, हो सकता है कि आप ऐसी स्कूल में से आए जहाँ का एनवायरनमेंट आपको ज्यादा प्रश्न पूछने नहीं देता था, पर उस टाइम में आपका घर का एनवायरनमेंट ऐसा था कि जहाँ पे आप आराम से खुले दिल से अपनी बात को रख सकते थे, अपनी बात को समझा सकते थे, या आपको जो कहना था उसको रुकावट नहीं थी। तो क्वालिटेटिव वो डेवलपमेंट वहाँ हो रहा था। जब भी स्कूल में बाय चॉइस अगर आपने नहीं किया है या स्कूल वाले ने नहीं करने दिया या जो भी आपका इंटरप्रिटेशन है, तो एक लेवल पे तो हो ही रहा था, मतलब डेवलपमेंट था। आज आप कर सकते हैं, आपको लगता है आज खुला एनवायरनमेंट है, क्योंकि आपने कहा हम लोग हॉस्टल में रहते थे, वहां दोस्तों के साथ रह के बोलना सीख गए। हाँ, तो एक आपका बोलने का फ्लुएंसी भी आ गया, और एक डर जो था कि नहीं पूछ सकते वो निकल गया। तो हो सकता है ये कि उस टाइम का जो डेवलपमेंट था उस वो अभी आपको मदद कर रहा है, एंड यू आर पुशिंग योरसेल्फ टू टॉक। हाँ, इसीलिए वहां भी डेवलपमेंट का इम्पोर्टेंस था, यहाँ भी है। और यहाँ का क्या है, क्योंकि अभी मैंने शेयर स्क्रीन बंद कर दिया है, नेक्स्ट क्लास में आई विल शो यू दैट व्हाई एट दिस स्टेज यू आर एबल टू स्पीक। हाँ, उसको भी मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगी। तो यहाँ ये क्वेश्चन नोट करके रखो कि ये आपको मुझे नेक्स्ट क्लास में भी पूछना है, और मैं भी याद करके आपको समझा दूंगी। ठीक है, चलो, और कोई और प्रश्न होगा तो पूछिए।
मैम जैसे आपने बोला मतलब आई आस्क्ड राइट 2 to 3 years में दे कैन डेवलप स्टबर्ननेस। तो मैम अगर बच्चे को फॉर एग्जांपल रोका नहीं गया, टोका नहीं गया, तो आगे चलकर वो नोटोरियस तो बनेगा ही ना।
सी, स्टबर्ननेस आने के बाद आप नहीं रोकते हो तो वो आगे जाके मुश्किल करेगा, पर आपने रोका, आपने उसको जो करना चाहता था वो नेचुरल फ्लो में नहीं करने दिया, उसका रिजल्ट है स्टबर्ननेस। समझ रहे हैं आप क्या बोल रही हूँ?
यस मैम।
हाँ, तो आपने स्टबर्ननेस आने के बाद आप बोल रहे हैं अब मैं नहीं रोकूंगी तो भविष्य में बहुत बुरा होगा, वो तो बुरा ही होने वाला है। पर आपने एक गलत चीज गलत वक्त पे उसको गलत तरीके से रोका, और इसीलिए वो स्टबर्ननेस आया है। तो उसकी ऑटोनॉमी पे घात होता है, ऑटोनॉमी पे प्रहार होता है ना, इसीलिए वो अपने आप को अनकंफर्टेबल फील करता है, और उसका अपना अनकंफर्टेबल को वो इस तरह से जता रहा है कि वो जिद कर लें, या कोई फ्रेंड आए आपके घर में तभी वो चीज मांगे ताकि आप ना बोल सके, क्योंकि बच्चा है ना आपसे ज्यादा इंटेलिजेंट है।
हाँ मैम, से फॉर एग्जांपल मोबाइल,
हाँ मैम।
उनको अभी
हाँ, आपके जैसे मैं बोलूं कि वो बच्चा आपके घर कोई मेहमान आया ना, तो उसको लगता है कि ये चीज मैं मांगूंगा ना तो ऐसे पापा मम्मी नहीं देते हैं, तो उनके सामने मांग लिया तो गेस्ट के सामने तो मना नहीं कर पाएंगे, नहीं तो उनका ही बुरा लगेगा, इसलिए आप उसको दे देते हैं। फिर घंटे के बाद वो चले जाते हैं, फिर आप उसको डांटते हैं। पर अभी आप जो डांटते हैं ना, वो उसको पता नहीं चलता है कि ये किस बात पे मुझे डांट हो रही है, पर उसको लगता है माता पिता डांटते ही रहते, वो एक जनरलाइज स्टेटमेंट करेगा। आपने क्यों डांटा है वो तो उसके दिमाग में गया ही नहीं है, मगर उसका लर्निंग क्या है कि मैंने मांगा, इनकी हाजिरी में मांगा तो मुझे मिल गया, तो दोबारा वो वही ना वही चक्र चलाता रहेगा। आपने देखा होगा शॉपिंग के लिए भी आप जाओ तो करीबन 6-7 साल के बच्चे, मतलब 2-3 साल से 6 साल तक के बच्चे, अगर उनको कुछ चाहिए ही, रोड पे उसने देख लिया और वो उसने आपसे मांग लिया और आप उसको नहीं देना चाहते हैं, अभी आपने उसको कन्विंसिंग जवाब नहीं दिया, तो वहीं पे जिद पे अड़ा हो जाएगा, रोड पे लेटना शुरू कर देगा, चिल्ला चिल्ली करेगा, आवाज देगा, हाँ, रोने लगेगा, सीन क्रिएट करेगा, और आप डर के मारे, क्योंकि लोग अभी आपको देख रहे हैं, हाँ, अभी आपको कोई बुरा ना समझे, ये समझ के वो जो चाहता था, जो पहले टाइम में मांगा तब नहीं दिया, अब जाके दे रहे हो, तो उसको समझ में आ जाता है कि इस तरह की क्रिया करने से मुझे चाहने वाली चीजें मुझे मिल जाती है। तो स्टबर्ननेस इस तरह से डेवलप होता है। तो अगर हम सच में चाहते हैं कि बच्चा जो मांग रहा है, आपको देना नहीं देना अपनी चॉइस पे ही रखो, उसको डिस्टर्ब मत करो, मगर आप मानो नहीं देना चाहते हैं, तो उसका कारण वो जो उम्र का है उस उम्र में समझ सके उस तरह का उसको एक्सप्लेन करो, और एक बार आपको लगता है नहीं देना है तो चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए मत दो। फिर अपना ही हम लोग जो चेंज करते हैं ना, जिससे हमारे बारे में उसकी सोच अलग हो जाती है कि जिद करते रहो, 4 दिन नहीं देंगे, 5वें दिन तो वो ढीले होके मुझे दे ही देंगे, तो ये उसकी समझ होगी, फिर हर बार 4 दिन तक वो लड़ता रहेगा। तो शायद हम बड़े लोग ही उनको सिखा रहे हैं कि ऐसा करो, आपकी चीजें मिल जाएगी।
हाँ
होता है
मैम,
ऐसा कुछ एक्सपीरियंस आपके साथ?
यस मैम,
वेरी ट्रू,
हाँ
वेरी
मैम,
ट्रू
yes
मैम।
मैम, बिल्कुल
होता है
मैम।
मैम।
हाँ,
क्वेश्चन
इसीलिए
करते हैं
अगर हम
मैम।
हाँ राइट, तो अगर हम चाहते हैं कि हमारे बच्चों में अच्छी आदतें बनी रहे, तो वो हमारा कर्तव्य है कि उनका जो नेचुरल पैटर्न्स ऑफ डेवलपमेंट है उसको समझे। ठीक है, चलो, ऑल द बेस्ट, टाइम हो गया, आपका नेक्स्ट क्लास भी होगा। मेरी आपसे एक हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है, प्लीज अगले क्लास में 11:45 के बीच में प्लीज ज्वाइन कर लो। आप डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हो, जो आगे के क्लास में आई विल टेक अ स्टैंड 11:45 के बाद, यू मे बी इन लॉबी बट आई विल नॉट एडमिट यू। ओके, आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड माय प्रॉब्लम।
यस मैम,
यस मैम।
Yes, yes, ma'am.
यस मैम।
प्लीज प्लीज आप उसको फॉलो करो। ओके, आई
थैंक यू मैम।
थैंक यू मैम।
हेलो।
थैंक यू।